Wow, look at that. Blue skies from all directions. I hear some racer firing up here, but damn, we haven't seen skies like that for a while. It's 47 degrees. Not bad at all. Finally, beginning to spring. In fact, I put the wool away. I'm just wearing leather now. So it's Monday, the 9th of March. Welcome to 1552. It's 2:38 p.m. I went down to Silver Lake, picked up the grandparents, took them to their tax place in Akron, and picked up their whatever taxes that are due next month. So we did that, went over to Panera, got some food. Then at 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern, Apple had their Spring Forward event, talking about the Apple Watch. I kind of read some of it on Mac Rumors. Couple things, so it looks like we heard about the Apple Watch, whoop-de-doo. New MacBook Air, super thin, a couple different colors, good battery life, $1,200, $1,500. And what else? 8.2, I was probably most excited about 8.2. My phone has just been, and the iPad has been total shit. So I just updated them both to 8.2. Can't really tell much so far, but there's a ton of stability and reliability enhancements that were made note of in the release notes. So I really hope those can come to fruition and make the user experience better. I will watch the keynote tonight. I'll be home about 3 o'clock. I need to write 6 responses to 5 questions apiece. So 30 questions regarding peers' essays. And I've got to read all these essays, and they're 2,000 words apiece or so. So that is going to take some time. But I think that's the only academic work that needs to get done today. Tomorrow I'll work on accounting. I have the accounting class, and then I'll try to work on the homework for like 3 hours and go from there. Leave to San Diego in 10 days. Needless to say, I can't wait. I'm very ready for that. Let's touch on the Apple Watch real quick. When they announced it like 6 months ago, they said it was going to be starting at what, $349, I think? That isn't bad for a piece of high quality wearable technology. And I guess we expected that different versions would have different numbers associated with them. But yeah, the $349 is only for the small size, the 38mm, and it's the sport version. So that's an aluminum case and some cheap rubber band. Well, the one I want is the 42mm case, stainless, with a stainless band, and it's $999. $1,000 for an Apple Watch. Now get this, the gold, the 18 karat version, more than $1,000. It's 10 grand. They want 10 grand for the 18 karat Apple Watch. Now, you know, I was thinking maybe it would go up $100 between the cheap model and the stainless, and maybe even all the way up to $1,000 for the gold one. It's 10 grand. This is not going to be a product that we're going to see out in the wild. It just isn't. Prices need to come way down. The functionality and battery life needs to go way up. This is going to be a case in point example of Gen 1 not succeeding nearly as much as future generations will. So I think I'm going to be out for buying one. I am not going to drop $1,000 on an Apple Watch to play around with for a few weeks and probably sell because I won't wear it. I like Rolexes better. Having said that, an Apple Watch will do 10,000 times more than a Rolex GMT 2C will ever do. 50, it's official. Windows down. There's a lot of snow left. All the roads are wet, covered in salt water. So everybody's saying, oh, it's 50, go drive the M5. Yeah, right. Let me just go drive it through 3 inches of saltwater puddles. All this snow on the side of the roads is black. I'm gonna say it's gonna be April 1st before the snow's out of our yards. Then it'll be probably May 15th or so, halfway through the month, before the big piles at parking lots and grocery stores have mostly disappeared. This song, oh, I haven't heard it for a while. I like it. It's Rod Stewart. Yep, all the windows down, my neck's cold, but it's 50, heated seat on, heat blasted. We're good. Now we just gotta hope all my windows function as they go back up. I know that one's slow. Look how slow that one is. Go, go, go. It did it. It did it. Yes. Sunroof? Sunroof works great in this car. I think it's been redone. Just no slider. Yeah, boy! 2:20. Welcome back to the vlog. So Ken came over about 9:45. We watched Better Call Saul at 10. Before that, I kind of started, like, feels like 2 years ago,
a series called Bates Motel. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. I think it's on, it's not AMC, it's A&E. So apparently that started the season premiere of, I don't even know, season 2, 3, 4, something like that today. So I watched that from 9 to 10. 10 to 11, Better Call Saul. Hung out with Ken until about 11:45 or 12. He went home. I watched the Apple keynote. So today was the 9th. 10 a.m. on the West Coast, 1 p.m. on the East. Tim Cook took the stage at the Yerba Buena Center and discussed a couple new products. A new MacBook. They haven't made a MacBook now for a couple of years, so we've got a super thin MacBook. I'm not sure why that didn't replace the Air. It seems to be an Air replacement instead of a new product line. Maybe they will phase out the Air and the MacBook will just be the thin-ass computer. Only issue I see with that is it's only a 1.1 or 1.2 gigahertz processor, and I'm used to an i7. Put that in an i7 or an i5, it would be slow. This is a Intel M chip or something like that. I guess it's super low power usage. We'll have to see the Geekbench scores on that. Only 8 gigs of RAM too, and probably a small amount of shared graphics memory. So new MacBooks, Apple Watch. Yeah, it's expensive. When they announced that it was only going to be $349, that's for the sport version. It looks like the other one goes up to $17,000 depending on how you configure that. And the one that I would want is like $1,000. I think I already talked about this today, so I don't know. I want to play with one when it comes out in April sometime. So there's that. It was a good keynote. They all are. They all showcase the products really well. Their graphics are better every year. I don't know how they make stuff so crisp and vivid. There haven't been photos probably for years. They're all computer generated. Two things I wanted to touch on that were comments in the last couple of vlogs. So uploading the next day. Somebody said if you publish your vlog, say later in the afternoon, early in the evening, instead of at 3 a.m., you'd get more views. Really my response to that is I'm not worried about views. I don't make these videos for views or revenue. I get no money from them. Kind of there for me as a means of looking back a couple years ago. It's cool now when it's only 3 or 4 years. In 20 years it'll be very interesting, or not interesting, to see the kind of shit that I did when I was 21, or lack of shit that I did when I was 21. But if that's better for you, I can publish on a scheduled frequency on JRSVlog. I could set it to publish at say 5 p.m. every day, so you would know when to expect it and it would always be there. I would continue to film during the day, edit at night, upload at night, but just have it published live the next day. So if that's something you'd be interested in, you'd always know when it's going to be there, let me know. If you like the schedule we're on right now, let me know. Leave a comment, I'll make a decision based off of that. Really doesn't do much for me, but if you guys would rather have it come up at a certain time, I don't care, I'll do that. The other comment totally escapes me right now. I don't know what it was about. If you have something you want me to talk about aside from the California plans, which is pending, I will do that. I don't remember what it is though. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I did my College Writing 1 work today, so we're caught up with that. Tomorrow I didn't get to watch my marketing class online today. I saw the email that the lecture was published, so I'll do that tomorrow, in addition to the accounting class and homework. Wednesday's going to be a big day. I got to edit that whole essay that I wrote last week. I got to participate in a discussion. I've got to submit the essay. Got to go into a class 9:15 to 10:30. Big break, lunch with Joe. Then a 2:15 to 3:05. So Wednesday's going to be the busy day. Tomorrow, Cavs game, Dallas Mavericks. I think their percentage is a little higher than ours maybe, so it'll be a tougher game in the West. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the 3:30. I did the video, I edited the video. I don't know why I'm showing you an iPad, it's not on here, but I edited the video and published that, or scheduled that to publish tomorrow morning at 10. So when I was putting the part numbers in there, the top spring pad I bought per real OEM, and it was different than the one I took off the car, so I just figured I got the dates mixed up or something. I put the old ones back in. The old upper spring pads were about that thick, quarter, third, half inch, something like that. And apparently they revised the design in the month that my car was built, 9 of 01, to a thinner design that simply lowers the car by a quarter, third, half an inch. That's it. So I used the old one, so it's still sitting a little higher. So I'm debating if I have time tomorrow and if it's nice, I'll go out there. It won't be much to just unbolt those struts, push the wheel assembly down, take the spring out, put the different pad on there, put it back in, reconnect the strut, put it back down on the ground. I could probably do the whole thing in about an hour. And that would just, you know, remove a very small amount of vehicle height. So I don't have problems pushing snow or anything with it. It might handle a little better. I'll probably just do that. I haven't had an alignment done yet. I might do that. So before I do that, I should just do that, and then I'll have new parts for the spring pads, the upper spring pads. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Put it down a little bit and probably look a little better. It doesn't really matter, but it'll be a fresh part. So that'll be tomorrow, in addition to the classwork. So, all right, I will talk to you then. Let me know your thoughts on the published uploading, as well as any other questions you guys had, and Apple's new products, and 8.2. I put all my devices on 8.2, including the Apple TV. Seems to be okay so far. It's a little faster perhaps on the iPhone, which is of course dead right now. But other than that, seems to be positive thus far. All right, we'll talk Tuesday.